You're listening to Uzi's NFL Wildcard Picks. Week 18 was bogus. I can't believe the type of performance from my Vikings. Offense sucked. Coaching was terrible. We made Jahmyr Gibbs look like Barry Sanders. What a disgusting display of football. And the thing about the defense is, they were actually keeping us in the game for the most part until they got tired in the third. Andrew Van Ginkel was the best player of the game, constantly bringing pressure. He almost had an interception, and I guarantee you, if he would have caught it, it would have been our only touchdown all game. Harrison Smith had an interception. Ivan Pace looked great. Unfortunately, when your offense can't put anything on the board, it overshadows everything the defense does. It's not looking pretty right now. We're going up against the Rams, who beat us earlier this year. The Rams and Stafford might just torch our defense. I don't think we're going to be able to stop Puka or Cooper Kupp. These two will dance all over our secondary. But the Rams will not be beating my Vikings because we're looking to get some revenge. Bring it on, Motown. I'm taking my Vikings over the Rams by 1 point. Just one little point. Next up, we have the Chargers and Texans facing off. Chargers defeated the Raiders last week. If Amir Abdullah was active against this LA team, they would have lost. But they looked great out there against Vegas. Herbert was out there launching rockets. Johnston had the best game of his career, 186 yards on 13 receptions. McConkey had almost 100 yards. This is going to be a dangerous duo in the upcoming years. Johnston and McConkey, these folks better watch out. Now the Texans slithered their way into the playoffs. You don't deserve to be here, Houston. That defense will smother H-Town and have their way with them. Give me LA winning by 30 points. Next game, we have the Steelers and Ravens facing off. What is with these Steelers always making their way into the wild card just to lose in the wild card? It's like they never get past the wild card for some reason. But it's like they have a special spot reserved every year. Unfortunately, they're going up against the explosive Ravens. This is like a goat being thrown into a cage filled with cheetahs. This is going to be an absolute beatdown, probably the worst beatdown of the week. 4 losses in a row, and after Saturday, make that 5 losses in a row. Give me B-More, winning by 10. Next game, you have the Broncos and Bills going at it. Bo Nix has made the playoffs. First year in the NFL. Looking at last week's stats, 26 for 29, over 300 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Now, he was facing the Chiefs practice squad, but they are still NFL caliber players. So we can't sit up here and say the game was meaningless, and the Chiefs wanted to lose. Nobody wants to lose 38-0. I don't care if it's the preseason. The Broncos looked fantastic last week. Now this week, they faced the Bills. Josh Allen is coming into this game with fresh legs, and those fresh legs will help him run all over the Broncos defense. Give me Buffalo, winning by 7. Next game, we have the Packers and Eagles facing off. I'm still pissed. Saquon did not get the chance to go ahead and break the record. He was 100 yards shy. At this point, I don't think anybody's ever going to break it. I mean, in the last 15 years, only 3 guys, AP, Henry, and Saquon, were close to breaking that record. I believe we're going to have to wait another 5 years, if my math is correct, for some random running back to come out of the woodworks and attempt to break that record. Now the Packers just lost against the Bears, so they've officially been beaten by every team in the division. So apparently they do well against other teams, but the Vikings, Bears, and Lions tend to give these guys nothing but trouble. Saquon's going to run all over this defense, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Cheeseheads keep it close. Give me the Packers in a surprising upset over Philly by 3 points. Final game of the wild card, we have the Commanders and Bucks facing off. Jaden Daniels, my pick for the Rookie of the Year, has also made the playoffs in his first year in the NFL. Just like Bo Nix. Last week he did sit out and Marcus Mariota was out there having a blast against the Cowboys. See, I wouldn't mind having Mariota on the Vikings, man. He's so entertaining to watch. He can run the ball. He may not be as accurate with the passing, but the man can use his legs. Now the Bucks are looking real scary right now. Baker the Chef Mayfield, Bucky Irving, Mike Evans, who just made NFL history, achieving 1,000 yards every season for 11 years straight. You gotta be kidding me. The Commanders' defense is gonna have a hard time stopping that man. So give me the Bucks, winning by 7. And there it is, folks. Wild card picks with Uzi.